going on, everybody? Please let me know that you can hear your girl, okay? Let me know that you guys can hear me clearly, okay? Let me see what we got going on over here in the chat, honey. What's up, CCF Freak? What's going on? Hey, Peyton. You still at work? It's all good. It's all good. What's up, Quay? What's up, Monique? Happy Monday. Nisette, what is up? Welcome to your first live. Kirby, what's going on? Thank you so much. What kind of shop you on? Zero Hearts. Thank you so much, Kirby. I appreciate that. What's up, Kristen? Yes, come on in here. Shalene, what's up? Sheen, did I say it right? Sheen, what's going on? Not Porsha's annoying, but you love the reviews. We appreciate it. Either way, thank you so much, okay? This episode was a mess. It started out as like but then towards the end, it definitely picked up, girl, and it was messy. All right, okay, great. You guys can hear me. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, J-Dub, DJ, Justina, Renee, what's up? Spanika, did I say it right, Nene? Shout out to you for being a channel member. What's going on, everybody? All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So some of y'all got a chance to see the show. Okay. Yes, it's your second live. That's what's up, honey. That's what's up. All right, y'all. I'm thinking about doing another live later today, like probably around 8. And I want to know y'all thoughts. Let me know, okay, if I should do another live later today. Because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go live or if I just want to upload a video, right? But it's basically going to be about this mess over there with Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. And Miss Ariane taking to social media and Marceau being on social media, girl. And it's just been a whole lot. So I'm thinking about it, but y'all let me know, okay? Let me know. All right, but we can go ahead and get ready to hop on into this thing. Okay, so it looks like people saying they want another live, girl. I may go live a little later on, girl. Ooh, okay. Boss Keon wants to know my thoughts about Miss Mama Diane skipping out. Y'all, Mama Diane, wasn't there wrong with Mama Diane? She just didn't want to be around them folks because she already knew it was gonna be so messy. Cold, and she didn't want to be a part of that type of company. I can't really fault her, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So let's get into it. So Lauren at the house doing her spiritual work when her cousin Lundy decides to hop over. Okay, she comes over, they talk about the barbecue. Let me tell you, I liked Lundy, and it's crazy because it seems like everybody related to Porsha on her daddy's side is the people that I'm starting to connect with the most. Okay, these are the people that's hitting me with the common sense, right? For me. Okay, now Lundy thought it was so awkward because everyone started to praise Simon out of nowhere. I was here for her on that. I thought it was just me, and I like when people confirm the thoughts that I have as a viewer because they have a front row seat to the BS, right? So Lundy was sitting right there, and she saw exactly what we saw. Like, girl, why is everybody praising this man? Like, he was just so amazing. Okay, and Storm. Girl, I was so here for Lundy and Dennis when they was telling her, girl, sit your ass down, because I'm trying to mail her a sit your ass down too. Okay, girl, sit your ass down, Miss Storm, honey dear, heart. I was here for that, but we're going to keep going. So Lundy low-key highlighted how fake Porsha's mama side of the family is. And she disguised that by saying, oh, you know, well, we were raised differently, basically. That's what she was saying. But what I was capturing is the fact that they fake. Okay, that's what I was getting. Lauren's mom and her daughter ended up walking into the room, and you know, they kind of updated the mama on the barbecue and stuff. And her mom did say that, you know, well, Porsha's family just really wants the best for her, and that's true. I feel like you can want the best for a person, but then also probably tell them, you know, this situation don't look too good. All right, you sure this is something you want to do? I don't think nothing's wrong with that. We definitely want the best for you, which is why we're asking questions, because something doesn't make sense here when it comes to you and he. What else we got here? Dom happened to be Porsha's assistant at one point. I guess when he and Lauren were her assistant, they were assistants together, but he doesn't work for her anymore, but he's still going to be coming on the trip. And I was confused at first, like, why are y'all bringing this young man up? Like, why are y'all bringing up Dom if we haven't even met Dom? But then I guess it makes sense as we continue to watch the show, the role that Dom was going to end up playing in the episode. So got it. Okay, so Lundy and Lauren admit that they love Dennis. Okay, they love them some Dennis and they want him to be around, but of course they've gotten used to Dennis. Dennis has been around for what, 2 years or more, and they've been able to kind of create a bond with him versus this person that just came and just dropped into their lives, and now they got to get to know this person all over again when everybody knows that Porsha and Dennis really ain't officially done for real, so it's a compromising situation to be in, but they like Dennis. Okay, so there's that. Y'all know Dennis wants this Versace robe. He wants from Porsha. He told her that when they went out to eat. So the goal is to do that in exchange, like get Dennis to come on the trip, but also tell him like, when you come on this trip, we're gonna give you your robe back. So they try to come up with like a little scheme so that can happen. Next thing you know, we can see where they done sneaked into damn Porsha house while I pushed Porsha over there cooking some eggs for Pilar and talking to her other assistant, Miss Lauren W. So Lauren W is all in on the plan. So I do wonder what Porsha's gonna say when she find out that Lauren W was all up in the business too, helping them get into her house to take her items. It's like, baby, you over here trying to get me fired. Don't do that. Don't do that, dear. But so they were able to sneak into the house, go all the way. I did feel like this was staged for a minute. I said, bro, ain't no way you finna sneak in somebody's house, go all the way upstairs, all the way back downstairs to the basement to get the things that you want, and then sneak out their house like without a scratch. Like, girl, no ma'am. But okay. So that's where we are with that. We all know it's not about the robe. It's not all about the robe, dear. At this point, I love Dennis too. He is so funny. He's definitely funny. Dennis will still be around through Pilar for at least 16 more years. You know it. Absolutely, he will be. Stormy is definitely trying to get chose. Yikes. Who was Dennis on the phone with, child? I need to know who Dennis was on the phone with. He got in that pool. But anyway, Storm definitely gives pick me vibes. Y'all know what? I believe Dennis even said like slick when he was telling her to be quiet, like be quiet. This ain't even got nothing to do with you. It sounded like he was telling Porsha she want to be you, because that's what I captured that he said. He said something like that, like she want to be Porsha or something like that. Be like Porsha, but I think he said be Porsha or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you might want to watch Miss Storm. I know that's your cousin, but you did call her like a Porsha Junior or something. So all right then. I knew Storm was thirsty with them breastises she had in the confessional. Child, good night. Not the breastises. Storm gave every bit of ATL bird. Yikes. Storm trying to be a mini Porsha. Something going on. Storm wants to be on TV so bad. Child, baby. And then she stood up. I said, girl, what is you standing up for? What is all of that? Why are you standing up? I'm just saying, because it's not, girl, this is not your battle. Sit down, okay? Sit down and eat your salad. Ma'am, no one was talking to you. That made no sense to me. I didn't like it. Porsha's daddy side is the one with any sense. You said is the one with any sense? That's why they like Dennis more too. What do you mean with any sense? What do you mean? Porsha's daddy side is the one with any sense. You mean without any sense or with? I'm confused. But anyway, I think I kind of follow you. Sorry. Porsha dad's side got the real sense. Okay, maybe that's what Saintly was trying to say. Okay, so I'm seeing now y'all comments talk about going live about Love and Marriage Huntsville and the messiness. I didn't mean to call Porsha Piranha on the panel, but glad you got a chuckle out of listen, because that was hilarious to me. Okay. I was like, not piranha, honey. Okay. But that is hilarious. Lundy got Storm together, nice and nasty. She did. She's like, girl. And I wanted somebody else to say something to Storm and tell her to calm down, okay? Because she was doing the absolute most. She was looking for a moment. She needed that camera time. It probably was in that moment that she realized how this works. Oh, okay. So if I do the most and I stand up, then the camera gonna be on me. Oh, okay, cool. So then everybody gonna know that I'm really related to Porsha and I'm on TV. Okay, perfect. Let me do this. Girl, sit down. Anyway. Porsha speaks with her mom about Lauren recommending that the guys go on the trip. Okay, Porsha in there trying to cook a Nigerian meal or something for Simon. Girl, when Simon got to that house, he was a little scared and nervous himself. Because I feel like everybody can't just be up here and just start trying some SHI when it comes to Nigerian food and stuff like that. I'm not. I mean, they said it was good, but I feel like somebody could have been lying. It was some line in the water somewhere. I don't know. I don't think you could just randomly start cooking and it's just good on the first try. But I mean, if they like the girl, I guess. What else? Her mom said that she doesn't know. To me, her mama did not sound too enthusiastic about the trip because the guys were going right out the gate. She didn't seem like she was sold on them going on the trip. But of course, she appeases her daughter and says, well, it's probably not going to be bad. Like, I mean, that'll be fine. It's okay. I'm like, girl, you don't want to go on this trip, girl, for real. And you don't want them to come. She asked, is Dennis included? Porsha says yes, but she hasn't had the conversation with Simon yet. Simon, to me, is a very fake person. To me, because he tries to make it seem like he's not bothered, but Simon is extremely bothered, okay? What's going on, Jay Lee? She made that man a spicy omelet rice. I'm like, girl, that's not Nigerian food. That's just some spicy omelets from America. Like, what did she think? What was that? That's what I'm saying. What was Nigerian in that breakfast? I didn't I just feel like you can't just come out the gate and just do these things. Like, no, ma'am. She was wrong for that. And then it looked like she damn near burnt the plantains or something that was on the side. I said, girl, of course, she'll stop it. But I guess she tried, I guess, ain't it? But, what else was I saying? So her mom said, I think I was talking about Simon and how I felt like Simon be bothered as hell, but he likes to act like he not bothered at all. And I'm like, sir, you bothered by Dennis. And I can't say that he should not be, for real, because this is the newest ex. He understands the circumstances as far as how he and Porsha came to be in such a short amount of time. And I do think it's kind of messed up, though, in defense of Simon, I hate to say it, when you're bringing around a new person and you want them to jail with your family, but you're doing it all at the same time while bringing in Pilar's dad. And I'm like, if you want your family to get to know Simon, do that first, or do the Simon and Dennis thing first. Like, I don't know. I mean, she needs to switch that up. Like, let the family really get to know him. Dennis already knows the family. Then bring him in. But when you have them there at the same time, especially in the beginning stages, I just feel like it's messy. But y'all let me know in the chat, because I could be wrong, child. What else? Her mom says it's cool, but it's Dennis's mom that's making an issue. And then says that she really just sat on when it came down to Dennis' mom addressing Porsha's grandmama, her mama said that she just sat on her arse because she knows when it comes to herself, she couldn't trust herself, basically feeling like she was going to snap off on Mama Gina. And I'm just kind of like, you wasn't going to snap off on nobody. Because I feel like, number one, it wasn't warranted in that situation. I don't think that Mama Gina did anything disrespectful, like get loud or get disrespectful with y'all mama. I just felt like she was defending her son. But also, I just don't think that's Porsha's mom. I don't think her mom is the type of woman to argue with nobody. I think her mom may be kind of like Miss Vanessa, Miss Melody Holt's mom over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't think that they like to do a whole lot of arguing or get loud or be all that extra stuff. So I mean, I don't see her mom doing that, but okay. What else? So Simon arrives as well. Okay, I told y'all Simon pulled up. So does her friend Nat. Some guy pulled up. I felt like the welcome that Porsha gave him. Hey, dude. Like she hopping around like an Easter bunny, going over there giving this man a peck on the lips. I cringed. I hated to see it. You would have thought Simon was really coming there to see her mom because they're more close in age. As a mom, I'm sorry. I can't. Everybody different. When you get grown, you really do what you want to do for real. But I would cringe and I would have an issue if my son dated somebody that was like 15, 20 years older than them. Like I'm gonna complain. It's not my relationship or anything, but I have a problem. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna complain like a mother. Okay, because that person's gonna be close in age with me, and that's just nasty. Okay, so that's just me. But I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. I always hate seeing older people try to date younger people. Right? I just feel like go and find somebody your age and go over there and do that. Right? But if you've been watching me long enough on this channel, you already know how I feel about stuff like that. But anyway. Porsha tells Simon about how Lauren invited him and Dennis on the trip. But no, she said she invited you on the trip, and I think she invited Dennis. I don't know. And it's like, Porsha, why are you lying? Just be honest. Okay, it is what it is, but she wanted to get his thoughts, and Simon says that he's okay with that because they're doing a good job as co-parents. And I'm like, you are so pressed by that, but you want to appear like everything is okay because you're sitting there in front of her mama. But high key, you do not want that man nowhere near this trip. And I can't 100% fault this man because it probably makes things super awkward for him when he's around. Thank you so much for the super chat, Anna. Anna says Porsha's mama and Dennis look good together when they were waiting for Porsha eggs. You talking about Dennis' father? You talking about Simon? They look good together when they were sitting there waiting on them eggs tried. You messy. Question for the chat. CCF Freak says, do y'all think Porsha is doing all of this to show Dennis what he messed up? I think so. The fact that Dennis and Simon was homies before the shenanigans is crazy to me. There's a guy code too. Simon would have had to look at it one time. Simon would have had to look at it one time. They say a lot of dudes in ATL gay though, so who knows? Yikes. I don't think they were ever cool or knew each other prior. Porsha said that before, but Dennis ended up, she said it on Real Housewives of Atlanta last year, but Simon got into the confessional and the way he was talking was like he didn't know Dennis. And if it wasn't for Porsha and him having to co-parent, he wouldn't have anything to talk to him about. There's nothing to discuss. So I think that was a lie. Okay, Mama Gina is messy. Because when she told Dennis about the lunch with Porsha, she said Porsha probably cheated anyway. Yikes. But when she was talking to Porsha, she said it with confidence like she knew. This is true. I did have to side-eye just a little bit what Mama Gina said. But when Dennis came back and said that Porsha was no saint in the relationship, I was like, I believe what Mama Gina said. I believe what Mama Gina said at the table to her. I believe her mama told her that. That's probably one of the reasons why her mama ain't want to go on that trip. Yikes. She didn't want to go on that trip because she didn't want to have that conversation. But maybe it'll come up at a later time. We'll see, child. What you saying, 702? Dennis mama gonna cuss Miss Diane out, right or wrong? I truly believe that. I believe that she's gonna let her have it. Period. Diane said that she did not trust herself because she knows she might hurt that Haggardly one. If she spoke to her about the bolo thing, that was on TV. Listen, that's why Miss Diane didn't want to talk, because I feel like Miss Mama Gina was gonna air some things out. Sometimes you know people in passing, but that doesn't mean you know them. I mean, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's keep going. Where are we? Her mom says that his mom will be coming along and she isn't too sure about that, right? But see, that makes sense as to why she was kind of coming off apprehensive from the very beginning. It was because she knew his mama was going to be there. And she didn't want to be around the mama. Okay, because one thing about Mama Gina and Aunt, what's her name? Aunt Liz, baby, they ain't biting not damn piece of a tongue. Okay, hilarious. So that makes sense why she didn't want to come. But here goes Simon trying to play the good cop, talking about some well, it's a good thing for her to come so that way she can really face reality. Yikes. Girl, this man, no, he fake. And then he says, like, if you end up leaving her basically outside of the circle, you're going to leave her to create her own interpretations of what's happening amongst everybody, right? So I'm like, all right, then. So let's get to Lauren and Lundy. So they brought up they took Dennis his furs. They went up to Crew, and first of all, I was like, I didn't even know Crew had a new location, and I might have to go and check it out, because the other one that he got over there off Ponce City Market, I think he's still over there. That thing's small as hell, but let me tell you, I had a wonderful time when I went. I'm not gonna lie, girl, I had a wonderful time. So I'm about to check out the other one he got. But anyway, they brought him his furs or whatever, and they're trying to barter with him at this point because Porsha wants him to go on this trip. Or she don't mind him going on the trip. I think it's more so Lauren that wants him to go on the trip, because Porsha is the one that's trying to blend the family. So in order for that to happen, she feels like Dennis has to be a part. So she's trying to barter with him. Like, listen, we'll give you your robes back, all of your furs and everything, honey, but you have to make this trip. Dennis is like, listen, I know it's going to go from Mexico to Mexico, and I don't know if I really want to be a part of that, so I'm going to have to think about it, right? So that's where Dennis is with everything. He feels like Porsha going to be booed up, and then what I'm going to be doing on a sexy romantic trip like this, like what I'm going to be doing. Like, why am I just going just to be going? So he says that he'll think about it for his daughter's sake or whatever. Child, this thing gonna get real messy on next week when Dennis invite him some work out there. When Dennis invites some work out there, this is what is really gonna go crazy. And this is the crazy thing for me. I don't understand how Simon continues to sit there and it's blatantly obvious that this woman is still not over her ex, yet you're continuing to move forward and even put this ring on this woman's finger to like move forward in marriage. Like, that don't make sense to me, honey, but I guess I need to watch the show. But y'all's commentary is so much better than I feel the show is. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna eat Porsha up. Crew is small, but the energy is everything. Too much fun. Okay, great. So we see each other, Kenya. You've been there too. Have you been to the new one or you been to the one off Pont City Market? I mean not off, but you know, off the street, off Ponce, but it's across from Pont City Market. Simon just looks so weird with her family. I understand getting to know the family, but he looks so awkward. Just throw the whole engagement away. Please throw it down the drain. Porsha don't know what real love is, and I hate that for her. Simon's old butt calling Miss Diane mom is strange. Listen to me, okay? Listen to me. No, sir. He could not be calling. I wish my son would. He in the kitchen. He just put some in the trash as soon as I said that. He looked up like, what I do? I wish he would. Girl, think he said, no, ma'am. I wish a grown ass on my age would be walking in my house talking about some mom. Bitch, who was she at? Your mama outside? Is she here? Because you're not talking to me. Okay then. Porsha said on Watch What Happens Live, she cheated before too. Yeah, I don't know where that statement came from. Yeah, she did. Porsha in love with the money. Oh, you probably 702 Shay, you probably talking about when she spoke in terms of Mama Gina accusing her of cheating. She also said that she cheated before too. Yeah, Dennis said it too. So I believe what Mama Gina and Dennis is saying. I don't believe she's a saint, but I will also say this too. I don't think that she should feel like she has to be one if he was out here cheating on you. Like, yikes, give me got you. I don't see, you know, I know two wrongs don't make a right, but I kind of don't see nothing wrong with what she did, considering the fact that he was out here cheating on her. The issue is now operating in this space of as if, oh man, I didn't do it. No, I didn't. Who did that? No, like, don't operate in that space. Just keep it above. Like, yeah, I did, and I would have never did it had he not stepped out. Okay, so when he did that, obviously he gave range for us to have an open relationship, so I would have did what I wanted to do too. So what else is going on? How long we gonna live in the past? Okay. There, Eve. Right. I mean, that's true, SB. She never said that she cheated on Dennis. She never said that, but I believe that it was Dennis because I feel like all her other relationships didn't last long enough for her to cheat. Simon has little camera time. It appears that this show is not about Porsha and Simon's relationship. It definitely would have played out differently on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, this is Porsha and Dennis's show, period. This is Porsha and Dennis's show, and Simon is an extra. Simon is with Porsha for camera time, aka fame. That's why he's not bothered about Dennis. Dennis's role, Porsha and Dennis, nor Porsha is. Listen, I think he is bothered. I do. I think he is bothered by Dennis and Dennis's robe, and the fact that she keep holding on to this man's stuff and don't want to let go. That's another sign of her not trying to let go of, you know, the relationship a bit, right? What else? Lauren and I talked about that. So Lauren and Bailey, she packing up, and I just thought this was so cute because we don't really get to see Lauren's daughter. We barely get to see Lauren. So when her daughter came and she was finding out that she's gonna go on this trip with her mom, the daughter said, "Okay," and no meditating. I was like, "Oh, how much meditating do you do around this child?" This baby said she don't want no meditating. You better take her to the beach. That's all that she want. I just thought that was the cutest scene ever. So she's gonna be able to go on that trip. Obviously, her mom is not. She's gonna hang back, but we'll see. I feel like the kids should not have come on this trip. I don't know how much time they spent with the kids. I don't know if we're going to see any interactions with the kids, but I feel like y'all should have left the kids out of y'all foolishness and back over here in America, girl. That's what I think. Well, let's keep going, honey. Porsha and her mama. Porsha packing for this trip, and she tells her mom about the lunch with Mama Gina. She tells her about the combo going to the left, honey, to the left, to the left. Porsha tells her mom about Mama Gina saying that she cheated and she heard it all from her mama. Miss Diane had first, you know, she listened like, What I do? I was like, don't be overacting, Miss Diane. I believe that Miss Mama Gina caught you at a good time in a good moment. And you opened up and shared some details. Yeah, CCF freak, I believe. Yeah, PJ went on the trip because PJ was in the van when they were all headed to go catch the plane and stuff. So PJ is also on the trip. PJ and Bailey. They're on the trip, but I feel like they should have been, you know, left back at home. But anyway, her mama lies and says that she never said that, and she'll tell her to her face that she'll lie, and she ain't never say that. And I'm like, girl, I don't believe you, Miss Diane. You need more people, but okay. Her mom is now questioning at this moment, should she go on the trip? Okay, so there's that. Okay, Nene said, I believe it too, child. I don't blame you. Porsha can't believe her body yaddy and got Gina's hooked. What? And it messes with her head. Porsha is Princess of Thotlandia, aka Peach Juice. And y'all telling me she ain't having her fun too? Y'all naive, honey. Oh, child. It don't matter who Porsha is with. Dennis will be there for at least 16 more years. True. True, true, true. So she's going to have to learn how to get over it and understand and learn the fact that he's going to have to move on too. When he move on, he ain't ready to move on yet. But at some point, he is. So she going to have to learn how to try not to stop his hustle with the ladies. So why didn't Miss Diane go on the trip and tell Mama Gina to her face then? Oh, child, oh, star girl, you is messy. You know, Mama Diane wasn't finna do that. You know, she wasn't finna go up there and tell that to the lady face. I told y'all, I just don't see Miss Diane being that type of woman that wants to, like, you know what I'm saying, get in her face and say whatever. I don't see that from her. So I think she likes to avoid confrontation. So that's probably why she didn't go. She didn't want to have to face the music on that. Dirty Diana knew Messy Gina got a lot of things in her back pocket to spill. That's why she claimed sick. I feel like Mama Gina do got some stuff in her back pocket that she hasn't spilled that she be holding on to, just like for that time in that moment. Mama Gina been knew this information about Porsha, but she made sure that when she got in this moment with Porsha, she pulled that dart out and she pulled it out on her, girl. Dennis and his mom. So Dennis meets with her at this crystal store, talking about the spiritual trip or whatever they're about to take. So he want to make sure that she got the right crystals and stuff, even though both of them were kind of weirded out by all of it. He tells her that he doesn't know if he's going to go. Dennis' mom tells him that the dinner didn't go well that she had with Porsha or whatever. Mama Gina brings up the fact that she asked Porsha about whether or not she was cheating. And I say, now, Mama Gina, girl, you know you ain't asked this woman if she was cheating. You know you told this woman that she did cheat, right? Oh, okay, girl. Don't be up here lying to the people. So Dennis asked, well, why is y'all so stuck in the past? Because Dennis is trying to move on the best that he can. So she tells him about the conversation or whatever. Gina says that she never told, because he wanted to know, like, why you ain't never told me this? Because she said she got it from Porsha's mom. So he's like, well, why you ain't never tell me this? And she said, because y'all was broken up at the time, so I didn't want to bring it up. So I understand where Mama Gina's coming from with that. Like, y'all broken up, y'all want to move on. Okay, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. But when they start bringing up your character and they start talking about you being a cheater and this and that, and it's like, okay, I hear you, but you're not finna just talk about my son. I'm finna get on your daughter too. Okay, so if you're gonna call him a cheater, make sure that you did me back, and you call this girl a cheater too, because they both was on the same time. All right, so that's where Miss Mama Gina was coming from, but I still feel like just also acknowledge it. She didn't really want to acknowledge it when he was being called a playboy. She's like, he's not a playboy, Mama Gina. It's okay. That's what he is, girl. That's what he is. That's the type of business he in. So he sway the ladies, woo the ladies, and then some of the ladies, you know, they take it, they go further with Dennis. All right, whatever it is, he's a playboy, and that's okay. All right, so you have to acknowledge that, and then you can go and call Porsha out. So there's that. What else? Mama Gina says that Porsha, she says they think she's perfect. I believe this. I think that at times they do think Porsha's perfect and she can't do any wrong. I think a lot of her fans think that as well. Hell, I used to think this shit, because I don't know, I used to be crazy about me some Porsha, honey. I used to be like, girl, she ain't doing that wrong. Nope, y'all picking on her, leave her alone, she can do what she want to. Until she got fake as hell with Nene. After she tried to isolate it out from the show, I said, oh no, man, I've been on the wrong side, wrong road. Okay, so there's that. Dennis says Porsha was not a saint in the relationship, so he opened up and gave us truth and not proof, but he gave us truth about it from his perspective. I can understand standing up for your son, but hold him accountable too. Agreed. Dennis and Porsha was still getting it in. They both were what is it, girl? How did I miss this? How did I miss it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Let me find it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to find this comment. Dennis and Porsha were still getting it in. They both were smiling widely when Dennis dropped Porsha at Candiace for the South Carolina trip. I believe it. Yes. They still was working on it though, all the way up until December of last year when she wanted her ring back, and he would not give her that ring. Oh, thank you so much, JW, for the super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. I like Porsha, but I'm giving her the side eye because I don't see her and Simon having commonalities. She still loves Dennis. I think she do too. I hate that he cheated on her and was caught out multiple times. Even if he didn't cheat on her that second time when he was caught in Waffle House with all those ladies, it still just was not a good look to me. You hanging out with all these ladies when you got your girl back at home and your kid at the house too. It just wasn't a good look. And some part of me does want to whoop Dennis's ass, because I feel like had you not done what you did, we wouldn't even have to sit up here and be talking about this shit right now. Watching her be off with Simon when we all know this don't make no damn sense. So it's like some part of that makes me feel like Dennis gonna have to see me. Okay. I may have to pull up to crew just so he gonna have to see me about that. Okay. Wait, wasn't the show airing in December last year? Bolo. I thought the Bolo situation happened in December. But when I was talking to the ladies, they said that it could have happened in March or February or something. I'm not sure. I thought that it happened like sometime last year, girl. Which is probably why she didn't want to admit, because that's what I had in my head. The Bolo situation happened sometime towards the end of last year. She didn't want to talk about it because the whole time she was trying to get that ring back from Dennis. So I don't know. Let's see. Gina first said it was during a breakup. That means it's a lie to keep pushing it. It's not cheating. We all watched the Bolo situation. Couldn't it have been about that? Gina's story keeps mutating. I don't know. I wasn't sure if she was talking about the Bolo situation. I would want to think that is, though. You know what I'm saying? You know how I was trying to put things together for me to make sense in my head that she did, you know what I'm saying, step out with Bolo around the time when she wanted that ring back, so it didn't add up. But I don't know if that's what she was talking about or not. That's why Porsha wouldn't admit to smashing Bolo. She was trying to get her ring back. Wow. Okay, so you see how I see it. So we thinking it's the same thing, child. Bolo didn't air until the end of February. It happened so it happened in September. I wonder if he was upset about that. She still was trying to get that ring back. And that's when they were officially done. So they still was messing with each other hands down. And matter of fact, wasn't they messing with each other on their way to the trip? So that just debunked all of that. They still was together. She wasn't single. I don't know what to make of Porsha and Dennis, to be honest, because I want to say that they was together and they weren't single. But guess what? She engaged to a whole other man now. And what did Dennis do? He went and threw a whole Mother's Day brunch for this woman, and then turned around and got her a Sprinter van for her birthday. But maybe this was in the works and already scheduled prior to her locking down Simon with this big ass ring, child. Girl, this is a messy timeline here. That's right, LaTanya. That is right. How can I dare forget about Cynthia getting married in October? That is so right. Fallon or any one of the 5,100 other ex-wives, he has young children too. You're speaking to well. Okay, I don't know what you guys are. chatting about Dennis is well educated, a business owner, age appropriate, etc. For men in her dating pool, he fits the bill. He did. She already said that when she said she opened up her legs a little bit more. So every little thing that you just mentioned, educated, the legs open. Business owner, legs opened up a little bit more. Pay age appropriate, opened up even wider. So these things came out of Porsha's mouth. So he definitely fits the bill. That's why we have Miss PJ here now. So that's true. So Porsha F. Bolo was effing Dennis and Simon too. Girl, you wrong. I don't think she was effing Simon at the time. I don't know, girl. I ain't got that detail. Miss Tisa Tails got the details though. She got the details. Her details look to line up. So I mean, I'm not saying that that's what Miss Porsha was doing, but I don't know, girl. Dennis knows the timeline. That's why Porsha's pissed. I wonder why no one called Porsha out for stealing Dennis' daddy from Simon. Because they all knew at the reunion. Well, Marlo even hinted to it on her speak on it with Candy, but we had no idea what she meant. Interesting, because I think that was it the Marlo interview that I felt was kind of chopped up a bit. I feel like it was the Marlo interview that they did a lot of chippy chop because Marlo couldn't stay on one subject when she was talking. It seemed like her interview was all over the place. So I think they did a little chopping and editing when it came to that. Let's talk about Aunt Liz. Aunt Liz and Mama Gina. Y'all, I liked them. I knew Mama Gina was gonna give me Mama Joyce, and I knew I was gonna like Aunt Liz. It was something about it. It was something about Aunt Liz. I just knew it. Aunt Liz is shady. She is shady, and she says that she will get along with Mama Gina because they're close in age. She said it's like her, Mama Gina, and Simon. Baby, when they rolled the beautiful bean footage to show us the ages, I hollered. How old they said Simon was, what, 57? Mama Gina was 61, and I forgot how old Aunt Liz was. I said, well, y'all, girl, who approved this production? Because this production, whoever is on the production team, for me, makes me believe that they're team Dennis and Porsha. Because y'all have not been making this situation look good at all for her. And I guess it wasn't intended for it, you know, when you're dealing with drama and reality. Girl, Aunt Liz is funny, honey. I think she is an actor. Is Aunt Liz an actor really related to Porsha? Possibly on the daddy side. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, her granddaddy was a pretty important person in the community. So it probably was nothing for Aunt Liz to also go off and be successful on her own as an actress. I think that's a possibility, child. Yeah, just like when I think that makes me think about the what's the Cuomo brothers? I didn't even know they was related with the same last name. Didn't even know it had they not sat on the screen together. So I feel like if though, you know, a person can be popular and actually related to somebody else. So it's possible. Yeah, production messy as hell, dear heart. They're messy. Oh, that's what she was in Ray. She was in Ray. Okay, I can see that. Thanks, Phil, for dropping that in the chat. And y'all know Atlanta, a lot of people book acting gigs here in Atlanta. You know, outside of Hollywood, they're doing a lot of filming and booking in ATL, and I think they may be starting up in Texas too. So, yeah, it's highly possible. What? I'm gonna have to look that up. Lil Brad C or Libra DC. I'm gonna have to look that up. About was that you that put that in the chat? No, Issa Love. I'm gonna have to look that up about Sherry Shepherd and see what's going on with that. Porsha is the executive producer of the show, so she approved everything we seen. Girl, I will hope so, because some people just put it up there for vanity purposes, like Mariah from Married to Medicine. I don't know how much approving she got, even though she created the show and pitched the show to them. She was listed as executive producer, but they made a lot of decisions without her. I don't know, child. I don't know. But let's keep going. So Lundy calls Dennis about him coming on the trip because everybody done pretty much got in their rides, all right? You got Simon and Porsha with the people in one ride, and then you got Mama Gina and them Aunt Liz, Lundy, all of them in a whole nother ride. So they're taking 2 different vans down to the airport, right? So Lundy calling Dennis like, yo, where you at? Like, is you coming? And he was like, I mean, girl, why you checking up on me? Like, I'll see. Like, I'll let you know if I'm gonna come. Whole time Dennis was on the way. So I think he ended up arriving at the same time as the family. So he surprised them. And he said the reason why he went was because he didn't want his mama to be on that trip by herself with these crazy people. And I agreed. I'm like, yes, you know, go up there and be with your mama in general, okay? Aunt Liz, when she sees Dennis, Aunt Liz is so funny to me. She goes to that man and tell this man to hold his head up high and not worry about nothing and all this stuff. And all I was hearing is Monica. Monica has a song called Why Her? And in the middle of that song, she started talking about something where she said, see, I never worry about them living the happily ever after, because see, that shit was built on a lie. So it should fall. That's why I stand tall. So that's what I was hearing when she was telling him to hold his head high. All I heard was Monica's song, Why Her? Because Dennis probably be over there singing to himself, why him? You know, but I do feel like their relationship, their engagement was built on, you know, a lie. But that's just, you know, what I think, John. And so that's all that I heard on that. Oh, dang. Simon called Miss Diane mom. I would have been too mad. Miss Diane should have said that they graduated together. Don't call me mom. Agreed. Like, don't call me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not your mom. I'm not your mom. Right. If Mariah had that much control, we should have been able to see her family more. Agreed. How y'all gonna kick this black woman, which I think is actually messed up, Bravo. How y'all gonna kick this black woman off the show? This black woman that is married to a man that is Indian. We get to see their lifestyle, their culture, and how she is a black woman merge into that culture. But then y'all fire her and then go actually get a true Indian couple. And she over here struggling to, you know, relate to these ladies in this realm or whatever. But, you know, Anila is actually down to earth and cool for the most part when we did the interview with her. But outside of that, I still would much rather see my Mariah on the show, because if anybody gave Quad a run for their money, it was Mariah. And then high key, I was always hoping that they would come back at some point to be friends and move past the negativity of where they were, right? So I've always been hopeful for that, but no, it is what it is. One can be executive producer in name only, because no one in their right mind wouldn't want to be seen in that dizzy light. So there's that. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. So Porsha is pissed with Dom, because Dom told her, or she's not pissed with him, but she's pissed with the situation, because when they're at the airport, Dom walks past talking about, so girl, why they got me holding your baby daddy stuff? So Porsha's mad. She's like, what stuff? Finds out that it's the Versace robe, the stuff that Dennis had already been asking her for, but she was failing to give this information, give this stuff to him. Give this man his property, right? So she mad. So she's trying to figure out who does tiptoe. Y'all know what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about what is it, Luther Vandross, when he say, I'ma sneak past her window, whatever that little song is when he tiptoeing. That's all I'm hearing when Porsha is talking. So she's trying to figure out who sneaked into my house, tiptoed past me in the kitchen, got this man's stuff, and left up at my house. So she's upset. That's why I want to know, what is she going to say when she finds out that her assistant had a hand in this? Lauren D.W. I'm going to get to you in a second, Miss Assistant Lauren W. The other sister, Lauren, she gives out the rooms, right? But what she ended up doing for the 3-bedroom suite that she has, she gave one of the rooms to Lundy and one of the rooms to Dennis. I feel like she did that because they all have the same sentiments about Simon and Porsha, so they can hang out earlier in the day and come together and talk SHI at night, okay? So there's that, right? But Dennis not too sure about whether or not he want to stay, because he got a little honey dip that he trying to bring out there with him, okay? And he feels like where he at, Miss Lauren over there trying to watch him, his every move and see what he's doing. But this is what was funny. Not really funny, but it bothered me. I'm sorry, this wasn't funny, but it kind of bothered me. So Lauren W gets to her room. She has her bags. Lauren W, this is the assistant. She's pulling her. Did anybody catch this but me? She's pulling her bag, y'all. Pulling her bag. She literally rolling her bag. Pulls her bag to put it on the fucking bed. That bothered me. I was like, girl, you ain't gonna wipe the bag down. You ain't spray the bag down. Like, I don't know. It was something about that just kind of bothered me about her grab. And you know, sometimes when you go to hotels, they'll have like a bag mat on the bed that you could just put your stuff on that particular mat on the bed. But I don't know. It was just something about it a little bit. I was like, girl, put this goddamn bed and put all these germs and whatever dust you done rolled on them damn wheels on your bed. But if that's what you want to do, girl, I don't know how you sleep. You probably not even gonna sleep on that comforter. You're probably gonna get you some new stuff. I don't know. But it just like, I was like, girl, why is you doing that? And you struggling. If you're struggling to put it on the bed, then you probably don't need to put it up there. Anyway, I don't know if his work gonna be on camera. I would love to see if his work is going to be on camera. Is his work gonna keep that luggage off that bed, right? OMG, I thought it was just me. I cringed. Child, no ma'am, no dirty luggage on the bed, child. I was like, now why would she do that? I'm like, girl, was this a checked bag or did you put this in the whatchamacallit? Like, how did that go? It don't necessarily matter, but I feel like checked bags go through worse SHI than the bags you put above you in the whatchamacallit, in the cabinets. Girl, I check for bed bugs before I even sit on the hotel bed. Ooh, honey. That robe was conveniently laid across the chair. Oh, you talking about in Porsha's bathroom? That Versace robe looked like it was definitely being used, for sure. But let's move on. Lauren, Lundy, and Dennis. So they look at the room and stuff. Lauren's room is thebomb.com. Lauren has a bomb room. I thought it was interesting when Dennis went out there and took her. I thought they all was about to, you know, probably just, I thought he was going to try to convince her to get in the water. First of all, Dennis and his pregnant belly went outside. And he done took the shirt off, honey. And I was like, Porsha, it's no shade to nobody. It's not. I'm not trying to shame anyone. But I know y'all never do it missionary. You can. I know you probably always had to be on top, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like scoop back just a little bit because some things is getting in the way. But you know, that's y'all life. You know, I went a little too deep with that because that's where my head was going. I was just like, how did y'all even make the girl? Anyway, so he took Miss Girl purse off her. He took his shirt off, took the purse off Lauren, picked Lauren up above his head and threw her in this pool. I couldn't even say I would have been mad. I mean, me being somebody that don't know how to swim, child, I would have been mad. They say, now if you gonna throw me, honey, you better throw me in a feet that I know I can stand up in, honey. Don't be throwing me in almost 6. I'm only 5. Okay, we have a problem there, Houston. Okay, so maybe 4 feet, something like that. That when I stand up, I'm gonna be able to breathe. All right. So I mean, that would have been fine. And then her hair looked great. So I don't know if that was their hairline that she was wearing or if it was weave or not, but it looked good by the time she made it to the dinner. Okay, so there's that. All right. So okay. Dennis and Porsha. So he talks about being there with other people and I'm sorry, not Dennis and Porsha, but his dad. Sorry about that. Simon. Simon talks about being there with other people and not family. She said, well, who is the other people? He said, oh, well, Pilar's daddy. I said, oh, you can't say his name? You can't say Dennis? He gonna say Pilar's dad and her grandmother. I said, oh, this is bothered. Simon, this is bothered, okay? As much as you act like everything is okay, this shows bothered to me. Okay, Porsha wants to know how he truly feels, and he says he is a man that wants respect, but when she asked him, do you feel like that's being upheld? He says, for the most part. I'm like, I guess, you know, nobody's really had a full reason to truly disrespect Simon, aside from, I guess, Porsha, since she still got feelings for Dennis, but all I heard was that I'm bothered. That's all I heard. Porsha knows she still want her baby daddy. I won't compare this to Kenya and Apollo because they are practically family. Oh, who compared this to Kenya? Who compared this to Kenya and Apollo? Porsha and I'm not Porsha, but Lauren and what's that man name? Dennis. Like, yeah, that's 2 completely different things to me. That's like his sister, and I wasn't even thinking about that. Throwing her in a pool in that manner. All I saw was sister and brother. Y'all know where my head went. It went to the bedroom. Girl, I wouldn't even think about Miss Lauren. I hope ain't nobody over here comparing. Porsha is a Cancer. She definitely has to be on top with. And his daddy, so she can be in control. Good night. I can't. He was listening. Y'all gotta cut it out. Y'all have got to cut it out in these. Y'all have got to cut it out in these comments, bro. Oh my God, yo, this is crazy. Y'all is a messy child. Someone wants Porsha to cut Dennis out of her life completely if it was possible. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Some were saying that about Lauren and Dennis. Ooh, yeah, no, let's not say that because I don't even get those vibes. I hate that anybody else would get those vibes because I just really see it as they brother and sister. I don't see him trying to do that at all. Oh, y'all is messy, girl. Oh, child, y'all missing these comments, honey. So after meditation with Lauren and Lima, so I believe this is when everybody's down at dinner, and y'all know Lima. I guess her name is Lima, the spiritual advisor or whatever. She's there. So everyone went around the table and spoke on their intentions. Porsha couldn't even get no intentions out because Porsha is mad as hell. Porsha is mad. So Porsha says that her spirit was too smoky because she really hasn't even dealt with the truth yet. So before she even get to whatever they want to talk about, she wants to address something else, right? So she calls out Dom for carrying Dennis's robe. So that was an issue. The mama is over there, Dennis' mama, trying to figure out what's the issue with the robe. Like, why are we even making this a big deal? Simon over there just being quiet, observing, not saying anything, right? Lauren tells her, well, girl, don't be mad at Dom because that was all on me. We wanted Dennis to come on this trip or whatever, so we had to barter with him to get him his stuff back in order for him to come. Porsha says, you can't come to my house and take nothing out of my house for him. Okay, she goes on to say that if he doesn't want to be here for his daughter, then maybe he shouldn't have. Maybe you shouldn't have given him the robe. And I'm like, it ain't even really fully about his daughter. It's really about you and you trying to have this whole family thing. Stop trying to make it seem like it's about your daughter. Like, I don't know. I ain't like that. But when she was talking and she started going on her tangent, this is when Dennis was like, here you go. I said, come on, Dennis. Because I'm thinking the same thing. Here you go with the girl talk. What you got? Hurry up. Mama Gina confused. A lot of people is confused, but Miss Storm. Miss Storm act like she was there from the beginning, honey. Girl, so let's keep talking. Porsha says that if she is wrong, then let her know. And I said, it's the fact that she asked if she's wrong, let her know. And nobody told her that she was wrong. Okay, so then Lisa asked about the trigger because Porsha said that she was triggered, and Lisa, whatever her name is, she was like, so what was the trigger? What was that about? And Porsha says, for one, going behind my back, so he can come on this trip. And I'm like, why would you say they were going behind your back to get him to come on a trip that he was already invited on and something that you was privy to? And you just be changing all kind of narratives, don't you? Okay, so then Lundy says that the goal was to get Dennis and Simon to come on the trip, and then mentioning something being a game, and I believe Lauren even agreed about it being a game. I think Porsha talked about it being a game, and then Lauren agreed to something being a game, and then Dennis was like, but what's the game? I feel like the only game Lauren was talking about was the game to barter with him to get him to come on the trip. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I ain't like it too much. What else? Storm. This is when Storm tries to open her mouth and have her 2 cents. Girl, I said, Storm, girl, you really can can it. Storm tries to speak up, but Lundy and Dennis told her, the girl, sit down. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Sit down. Be quiet. No, but you don't even know what's going on. Have a seat. The storm is over now. It's over now. Like, girl, have a seat. We're not talking to you. Be quiet. Right? So then Dennis. What we learned is that Dennis knew Storm before he knew Porsha because Storm used to work in one of his locations, crew, and she ended up getting fired for terrible work ethic. This is according to Dennis, okay? Storm says that he used to flirt with her and stuff, right? This was funny for me. She's talked about how he used to flirt with her or whatever, and Dennis says that Storm was mad that he started talking to Porsha. Okay. She said, Dennis said that Storm went to Porsha complaining, like, I can't believe you talking to Dennis, and Dennis decided he to fire me or whatever like that. Like, you need to let him go or whatever like that, right? But Storm goes on to talk about how Dennis used to flirt with her or whatever, and how he's old and she don't do old. He old, you don't do old, but you sat your ass up there at Porsha event watching her and Simon talking about how much of a vibe they got and how good they look together and woo to woo and la 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 la. Girl, cut it out. Cut it out, girl. I ain't featuring Miss Storm, girl. You probably finna go and try and get you a Nigerian or African or anybody else that's like 10, 15 years older than you. Okay? Because you following behind Miss Porsha. But anyway, what else ended up happening? I talked about that. Also, it sounded like, and I said this earlier, it sounded like Dennis had said that Storm wanted to be like Porsha, like he was trying to tell her to calm down, tell her to be quiet, because she already tried to act like you or something like that. It's not like she want to be like you. It was something he said that made me think he was saying that she wanted to be like him. But anyway, I just was like, Storm, sit your ass down, girl. Sit down and be quiet, girl. And this ain't even about you trying to be in something. Then you gonna stand up. Like, she was just doing too much. Porsha says that Dennis started it about the robe. And I'm like, Porsha, no, you started this because you wanted the robe. Okay, stop trying to put this stuff on this man. This was on you. Okay, you the one who didn't want to give it back. You could have just gave it back and it would have been good. Okay, what's going to be interesting next week is the fact that Dennis is going to bring a date. And he going to sit down and tell Simon that he going to bring a date. And he wants Simon to break the news to Porsha. Yikes. Being messy, girl. Being messy. So it look like Lauren gonna be the one to tell Porsha about this date, baby. Porsha face looks so cracked and so sad and so disappointed. I think she felt like she was supposed to be the only person to stunt. And I just, girl, this is just, I'm wondering if he gonna bring her around or if she just gonna stay in the room away from the family. I don't know. Once Dennis said, oh, Porsha locked in. Once Dennis said, oh, Portia's locked in, it seems like they all had an agreement and understood the assignment, which was why he invited his work. Ooh. He said, you want to be Porsha. That's what he said. Okay, I was trying to remember what it was he said. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, he definitely said that. Okay, boom. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Why believe Dennis, though? He immediately acted guilty the second Storm opened her mouth because it ain't had nothing to do with her. I'm confused. She just started speaking, talking about what's not that serious or what's not that deep. It's like, ain't nobody even talking to you, though. And ain't nobody making it deep but Porsha. So why you trying to come at Dennis and Lundy when Porsha the one that's over here making it a thing about property that she don't even own? So what's that about? And he still had items in her basement. Girl, I can't. So... yeah, Lundy already said that Storm is a mini Porsha. Porsha said that too out her own mouth. They're trying to make Dennis the pass around man. Very clear. Storm just trying to be seen. Girl, she needs to quiet down. Quiet down, Storm. Chill out just a little bit, honey. Storm is trying to get that camera time, 15 minutes of fame for her husband. Okay, hear me. She's trying to get that. She's gonna put in her profile as seen on Porsha Family Matters. And then, yeah, she probably gonna start, going to the clubs and getting that extra cash, for being connected to Porsha. I can't say I blame her though. If they gonna pay you $2,000 or $3,000, fam, go on, get your little money, girl. But there's that, honey. That's all I got. All right, that's all that I got. I'm probably gonna come back to you guys later, as you guys have asked for me to come back. Love and Marriage Huntsville, and do a little chit chat and talk about that. I don't know if I'm gonna do call-ins or not. I might, but I just really want to talk about this Ariane mess and everything she had going on, girl. But I'll talk to y'all a little later, honey. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.